whiskey don't warm, just numbs the harm. Fields gone brown, boots gone thin, praying for a fight I might not win. Mama said life's a thread you mend. Daddy showed me how to make it bend. But this rope I pull ain't soft or sweet. It's barbed wire wrapped around tired feet. Barbed wire prayers whispered low across busted fences and blood and snow. Ain't asking much, just one more year where the hurt don't taste like fear. Crack deep like the canyon ground. Dreams rust out where hope ain't found. I plant regrets where crops won't rise, and count my sins under dying skies. Lord, I ain't kneeling, I ain't crying, just telling you straight what keeps me trying. Barbed wire prayers, barbed wire hands, barbed wire soul tied to this land. Ain't no saint, ain't no song, just a man dragging damage along. Barbed wire prayers hold me strong. Barbed wire prayers all night long.
Kicked up dust in Abilene, left a heart in San Antonio mean. Never stayed long enough to cry, just long enough to say goodbye. If there's a fight, I'll find the spark. If there's a dream, I'll tear it apart. I'm chasing dust and trouble, rolling dice, bursting bubbles. Never been good at standing still. Too many roads, too much thrill. If it's wrong, I make it double. I'm chasing dust and trouble. Tattooed scars from border towns, whiskey laughs, sheriff frowns. Gas tank low, but soul still burns. Another line I'll never learn. If there's a rule, I'm break it double. If there's a risk, I'll take the bait. I'm chasing dust and trouble, rolling dice, bursting bubbles. Never been good at standing still. Too many roads, too much thrill. If it's wrong, I'll make it double. I'm chasing dust and trouble. Tattooed scars from border towns, whiskey laughs, sheriff frowns. Gas tank low, but soul still burns. Another line I'll never learn. If there's a rule, I'll crack the gate. If there's risk, I'll take the bait. I'm chasing dust and trouble, rolling dice, bursting knuckles. Never been good at standing still. Too many roads, too much thrill. If it's wrong, I'll make it double. I'm chasing dust and trouble. Chasing dust, chasing trouble. You say slow down, I hear florid. You say settle down, I ignore it. I'm chasing dust and trouble, chasing double, chasing trouble. You say slow down, I hear flooring. You say settle down, I ignore it. I'm chasing dust and trouble. From the midnight scrape, cash in my coat, blood on the tape. Left the devil smiling at the county line. One more shot and he don't what's mine. Headlights blind, tires scream loud. Sheriff's got dogs, but I ain't bowing down. Whiskey breath and a broken vow. Got one more bridge, gotta burn it now. Every mile's got a ghost to feed, but I ain't slowing, no, I ain't bleeding. Last town out of trouble, last chance to break this rubble. One more light, one more bluff, one more mile might be enough. Burning fast, tearing double. This is my last town out of trouble. Badge in my rear view, heart on the dash, a prayer in my throat I never asked. If redemption's real, it's down this bend. If not, at least I broke, not bent. Every scar's got a name I lost. Every run's got a helping cost. Last town out of trouble, last chance to break this rubble. One more light, one more bluff, one more mile might be enough. Burning fast, tearing double. This is my last town out of trouble. Ain't no angels at the county sign, just dust and steel and broken time. But if I outrun what I can't forgive, maybe tonight I'll get to live. Last town out of trouble, last shot to bust the bubble. One more turn, one last run, one more breath against the gun. Burning fast, tearing double. This is my last town out of trouble. Last town, one last run. Ain't looking back on what's done. Pack my prize and chase their time. I left your letters in a backyard fire. Keys in the dash, head in my veins. Ain't no map, just broken chains. Mirrors cracked, but I see fine. One last mile for a last goodbye. Ain't no tether, ain't no phone, just me and dirt and flesh. flesh and bone. Leave the dust, take the road, let the past ride where it's old. No promises, no goodbyes, just a full tank and borrowed skies. Ain't slowing down, ain't carrying low. Leave the dust, take the road. Let the past ride where it's old. Got scars stitched by my own hand, got lives built like desert sand. If peace exists past that bend, I'll ride until my sins can mend. Leave the dust, take the road, let the past ride where it's old. No promises, no goodbyes, just a full tank and borrowed skies. Ain't slowing down, ain't carrying load. Leave the dust, take the road. No backseat prayers, no rear view saints, no second chance, no fresh white paint. Leave the dust, take the road, let the past ride where it's old. No promises, no goodbyes, just a full tank and borrowed skies. Ain't slowing down, ain't carrying low. Leave the dust, take the road. Leave it, leave it, leave the dust. Take the road and don't look back. First town I left had your eyes in the rain. Tried to outrun the guilt, but it soaked through the chain. 6 counties down, still smelled your goodbye in the dust off my tailgate and the sweat in my eyes. Second town burned when the money ran dry. Cards on the table, fists in the sky. Friends turn ghosts, promises thin. Another bottle broke where my dreams should have been. Third town lights never saw me stay. Rolled past with my sins and a bad song to play. Sheriff waved once, preacher looked twice. Ain't no quiet or boat where my dreams should have been. Fourth town slept while I took what I could. Gas and a prayer from a worn out hood. Didn't leave a mark, didn't leave a name. Just one more ghost in a line of shame. Mile markers blur when you don't belong. Mistakes ride shotgun and hum your song. First town, last town, don't matter the stake. I'm just a man made of mile markers and mistakes. Yeah, mistakes. Didn't know. First town, last town, don't matter the stake. I'm just a man made of mile markers and mistakes.
across my land. Watched her leave with a ring in hand. Left the dog with the neighbor's kid. Left my pride where the whiskey hid. Got a scar for every mile I roam. Got a voice that rattles bone. Ain't got much in my name these days, just a rusted truck and a soul to stay. Tried building walls, tried praying late, but storms don't ask what you can take. Ain't nothing left to break, ain't no promises to fake, ain't no blood I wouldn't spill, ain't no dreams they can still kill. So let it rain, let it shake, I got nothing left to break. Tires bald, heart thin as rope, dreams weighed down with too much hope. Still rolling like a drunk parade, with fists of dirt and songs of blade. So let it rain, let it shake, I got nothing left to break. You can steal my luck, but you can't kill a man who don't give up. Ain't nothing left to break, ain't no promises to fake, ain't no blood I wouldn't spill, ain't no dreams they can still kill. So let it rain, let it shake, I got nothing left to break. Nothing left to break. Ain't no promises to fake, ain't no blood I wouldn't spill, ain't no dreams they can still kill. So let it rain, let it shake, I got nothing left to break. Yeah, nothing left to break. You can bend my spine, you can steal my luck, but you can't kill a man who don't give a. Ain't nothing left to break, ain't no match for me to make, ain't no fear I gotta hide, ain't no tears left in my pride. So bring the flood, bring the quake, I got nothing left to break. One more wreck, one more road, one more sin before I fold. Gasoline, heart, whiskey, grin, I never learned where to begin. Break the rules, tear the map, sleep in dirt, wear the scrap. They said slow down, I said full sin. They said find peace, I said depends. One more wreck before I rest, one more dive into the west, one more shot at being wrong, one more damn outlaw song. I'll pay the toll, I'll take the test. One more wreck before I rest. Bones crack loud but the fire stays, head full of smoke, mouth full of rage. Friends dropped off, brakes gave out, but I'm still screaming down this route. They said slow down, I said no thanks. They said heal up, I filled my tanks. One more wreck before I rest, one more dive into the west, one more
And if I fall, I'll fall blessed with one more wreck carved in my chest. One more wreck before I rest. One more dive into the west. One more scream before the dark. One last fire from a broken spark. I ain't afraid, I ain't impressed. One more wreck before I rest.
Still curse my face. 3 girls crying, 1 bar in flames. Sheriff's brother wants my skin, but dust kicks up before they win. Red tail lights on a one-way ride. Gas gauge low, but so's my pride. The engine screams like a broken chain, but it don't scream louder than my name. I ain't running from the law this time, I'm running from the man in my mind. Trying to outrun my own name, past burnt bridges, past old blame. Fast as sin, but slow in shame. You can leave a town, but not your name. Dust in my teeth, regret in my eyes. Worn out boots, worn out lies. I told myself I'd start brand new, but the mirror knows what's really true. 1,000 miles and I still can't shake the man I see when I'm wide awake. Trying to outrun my own name, past burnt bridges, past old blame. Fast as sin, but slow in shame. You can leave a town, but not your name. Maybe someday I'll break the chain, find a new road without my stain. But for now I just shift and pray the sunrise won't spill my name today. Trying to outrun my own name, past burned bridges, past old blame. Fast to sin, but slow in shame. You can leave a town, but not your name. Lord knows I tried, but my own damn name outright. Still driving, still haunted, still mine. There's smoke on my shoulders, ash in my teeth. Fire I lit in a younger me. Tried to outrun it, tried to pray it gone, but the smoke just rides, it rides along. That barn burned down, that bridge did too. Friends turned ghosts when the flames blew through. Ain't no water in these hands I raise, just the black of nights I can't erase. Every mile, every sin smells like the hill I'm living in. Smoke on my shoulders, sins in my hat, dust in my boots, ain't no turning back. I don't pray for clear blue skies, I ride with smoke in my eyes. Ain't no clean slate, no lucky clover, just a man with smoke on his shoulders. Took some love, took some lies, buried 'em deep where the river every scar paints me like an old used car.
Smoke on my shoulders, sins in my hat, dust in my boots, ain't no turning back. I don't pray for clear blue skies, I ride with smoke in my eyes. Ain't no clean slate, no lucky clover, just a man with smoke on his shoulders. I ain't clean, I ain't pure, but I'm still breathing, that's for sure. Smoke on my shoulders, weight in my chest, still riding south, still raising debt. If the Lord's still counting, He knows my name, but the smoke rides first, and it rides my shame. Smoking down my road,
did I lie too hard? Yeah, maybe I did. Did I break her heart? Sure as hell, kid. Would I do it again? Soon as the whiskey hits. Would I beg forgiveness? Only if it fits. Questions pile like unpaid tabs. Answers drown in what I had. What would a sinner say? Say, hell if I know, hell if I pray. Running fast, falling slow, breaking lines just to let go. Ain't no choir waiting today. So what would a sinner say? Did I waste my youth? Threw it like a stone. Did I build or break? Depends which road. Did I kiss her soft or curse her name? Did I light the match or burn the blame? Truth don't sit on polished shelves. It rides shotgun with broken sails. What would a sinner say? Say, hell if I know, hell if I pray. Running fast, falling slow, breaking lines just to let go. Ain't no choir waiting today. So what would a sinner say? Forgive me, curse me, take your pick. I ain't built for sainthood script. I'm a wrong way rider, born astray, a sinner still riding anyway. What would a sinner say? Hey, hell if I know, hell if I pray. Run me out, shoot me down, I'll still bleed Texas ground. Ain't no pardon on my way. What would a sinner say? What would a sinner say? Just right away.
Rolling thunder, a storm on the plains. Dust kicks up as I ride through the rain. My granddad's hat, worn and true, a piece of the past that guides me through. The cattle call, at the break of dawn. Ain't no rest when the work ain't done. Saddle up, take the long way home. A cowboy's heart is carved in stone. This ain't just a song, it's a way of life. Ropes and spurs under western skies. Whiskey in my glass, dust on my boots. Ain't no city life gonna shake these roots. Mama's prayers, a worn-out Bible page, taught me to stand tall, never walk away. Ain't about the money, ain't about the fame. It's about honor when they call your name. Some ride for gold, some ride for pride. Me, I ride for the ones who died. Built this land with blood and bone. A cowboy's soul is never alone. This ain't just a song, it's a way of life. Ropes and spurs under western skies. Whiskey in my glass, dust on my boots. Ain't no city life gonna shake these roots. So light that fire, let the stories burn. The cowboy way is gonna take its turn. And when I go, just let 'em know I rode hard and I rode bold. Saw you tonight at the feed and grain. Same old boots, same windblown name. You looked at me like years stood still, like time owed us a windowsill. We talked about rain and roads we knew, skipped around the real truth too. But when your eyes held mine too tight, I knew we didn't say goodbye right. We just left without a word. Two fools afraid of being hurt. I took the blame, you kept the fight, and silence took the rest that night. Now here we are, with wounds polite. Guess we never said goodbye right. You said you married, had a girl. I smiled and said she'll change your world. Didn't mention how your name still burns like diesel in my veins. We just left without a word. Two fools afraid of being hurt. I took the blame, you kept the fight, and silence took the rest that night. Now here we are, with wounds polite. Guess we never said goodbye right. You waved slow like we both knew the past don't change, it just walks through. So
So I turned back toward the night, still wishing we had said goodbye right.
We laid back on the hood of my truck, stars overhead and a little luck. You leaned in with your boots untied, said Texas feels like love tonight. Stars in the south, glowing above, Texan nights, burning with love. The world fades when you're near. In this land, everything's clear. Laid back on the hood of my truck, stars overhead and a little luck. You leaned in with your boots untied, said Texas feels like love tonight. Stars in the south, glowing above, Texan nights, burning with love. The world fades when you're near. In this land, everything's clear. Texan nights, burning with love. The world fades when you're near. In this land, everything's clear. In this land, everything's clear. Boots still on my feet, night. In my shirt and a golden seat. Phone says thanks from someone named Gene. Lord, what did I do in Abilene? My truck's parked sideways in a ditch. I got a sticker saying vote for Mitch. Bartender wink said nice routine. And now I'm scared of what went down in Abilene. What did I do in Abilene? Did I dance with trouble or marry a queen? Did I ride a bull or kiss a Marine? All I know is I lost my jeans. If the town don't talk, the sheriff will scream.
me sign. I'll wave real fast and stay in line, but until then I'll keep it clean. Whatever I did in Abilene. 10 years gone like he never was real, but folks in Dry Creek still talk what they feel. They say he lit a match and burned that barn, left with a pistol and a woman's heart. Sheriff Wade swore he'd shoot on sight. Jake took the cash and rode off that night. But yesterday noon, in the heat and haze, he came back slow through the old fair gates. When Jake Ransom rode back in, the breeze got still and the clock froze thin. Every back straightened, every jaw got tight. A name like his still carries bite. Some said revenge, some said sin, but no one smiled when Jake rode in. He tied his horse at the general store. Looked like he'd aged 100 more. A scar down his cheek, dust in his eyes, but not a single word or alibi. Lila's boy stood behind the bar, same green eyes, same stubborn heart. She said, "You don't know what you took that day." Jake tipped his hat and walked away. When Jake Ransom rode back in, the breeze got still and the clock froze thin. Every back straightened, every jaw got tight. A name like his still carries bite. Some said revenge, some said sin, but no one smiled when Jake rode in. No gun was drawn, no fight was had. He just sat by the grave of the only good he had. And when he left at dusk, boots slow and thin, we knew we'd never see Jake again. When Jake Ransom rode back in, the town stood still like holding sin. He came for peace, or maybe pain. Either way, he left the same, and all that's left is the whispering wind. When Jake Ransom rode back in.
Main Street's got a new name now, and the Texaco turned to a bank somehow. The cafe closed where we used to meet, and the barber's chair sits cold and neat. Jake moved out to Dallas last spring, said he'd come back, but that don't mean a thing. Mama's porch still creaks at night, but Daddy's boots ain't by the light. This town still looks like what I knew, but there's less of us and more to lose. The silo stands, the wind still sings, but I miss the sound of old porch swings. I drove all night just to think back to where the lights don't blink. The gravel road still knows my name. It kicks up dust just the same. But I passed the pond where we all swam, wonder where the hell I am. This town still looks like what I knew, but there's less of us and more to lose. The silo stands, the wind still sings, but I miss the sound of old porch swings. I drove all night just to think back to where the lights don't blink. Maybe it's me that ain't the same, still chasing echoes in this frame. But there's peace in that dirt and ink, out where the lights don't blink. Wind whistles softly through these empty fields, carrying echoes of time it won't yield. Footprints fade where the dirt road turns, but some old stories forever burn. The stars still shine in the same old sky, but without you here, they don't seem as bright. I am wind and dust, a river with no shore, drifting aimless, never knowing what's in store. You were the sun that warmed my ground. Now I'm just a shadow, lost without a sound. The old gate creaks as if it knows it won't see you leave like it did long ago. Letters lie faded in a box under my bed, holding promises that time left unsaid. If I could turn back time, retrace my way, but the wind only takes, it never lets me stay. I am wind and dust, a river with no shore, drifting aimless, never knowing what's in store. You were the sun that warmed my ground. Now I'm just a shadow, lost without a sound. And when the night falls on this old lonesome land, only the wind and the dust still dance.
Coffee's cold, boots still by the door. Her red dress hanging like before. Town looks the same, but it don't feel right since she turned her keys in that night. I'm on the wrong side of your memory, stuck in scenes where you ain't with me. You're laughing somewhere, I'm stuck in rewind. You're gone for good, I'm stuck behind. I ain't missing you purposely, I'm just caught on the wrong side of your memory. The jukebox plays that Patsy Cline. Damn, it hits me every time. The ghost of you walks through this place, and every mirror holds your face. I ain't bitter, I ain't mad, just missing what we could've had. And every time I breathe too deep, I fall back in where you still sleep. I'm on the wrong side of your memory, stuck in scenes where you ain't with me. You're laughing somewhere, I'm stuck in rewind. You're gone for good, I'm stuck behind. I ain't missing you purposely, I'm just caught on the wrong side of your memory. Guess you moved on and that's okay, but I still wake where you used to lay. I've slammed the door more than I should, gone quiet when I should have been good. Worked too late, drank too long, made wrong sound like I was strong. You've packed a bag but never gone, held your ground when I came undone. You don't stay 'cause you can't leave, you stay 'cause you still believe in me. You stay when you shouldn't, love me when you couldn't, find a reason through the smoke. Even when I've been the joke, you're the fire I don't deserve, burning bright. You stay when you shouldn't some nights. You fold my shirts with a little grace, ignore the miles written on my face. You kiss my doubt, calm my pride, and turn this house into a life. You stay when you shouldn't, love me when you couldn't, find a reason through the smoke. Even when
if you ever doubt, if you ever break, know I'd ride through hell just to pull away. But until then, I'll thank God above that you stay. Not out of fear, but out of love.
Like a rodeo queen, took my dog, my lighter, and my old blue jeans. Said I was stubborn, wild, and weird. But darling, you'll miss this beer. You'll find a guy who shaves real clean, drives a hybrid truck, and drinks matchup green. He'll talk about feeling soft and steered, but at 3 a.m. you'll miss this beer. You'll miss the boots at your door, the hat on the hook, the snore on the floor. You'll miss the fire, the rough and the real, the way I made you laugh behind the wheel. Go on right off, shift your gear, but you know damn well you'll miss this beer. Just kinda amused. You want a man who's polite and confused, but when he freezes at your daddy's stare, you'll think of me and all this hair. You'll miss the boots at your door, the hat on the hook, the snore on the floor. You'll miss the fire, the rough and the real, the way I made you laugh behind the wheel. Damn well you'll miss this beer. So here's to clean shave, corporate charm, while I'm wrangling cattle with hair on my arm. One day you'll sip wine and it'll be weird, 'cause deep down, sugar, you'll miss this beer.